or you in fear of it coming back. See, so it's a racket for them. You got to know this, guys. You got to open up. See, that's why for me, it became bigger than just selling pads. It became a mission now. But hold on. Watch this. I poured 50 milliliters on a pad. Do everybody agree? Mm-hmm. Y'all saw it. Yeah. I took a cup, halfway full, right, of water. Yeah. But I need to ask you now, what happened to the water?
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
We literally took a liquid and turned it to a gel.
Wow.
Tap it.
Wow.
You ready for this? I want you to also see how cool it is. You know why it's cool, ladies? Because we realize that when women are on their cycles, your body is running hotter than normal. So it's almost like we got a little air conditioner down there for you. Serious? These are the testimonies. Look, I'm showing you this because I want you to know. But watch this before we wrap up. I'm still not done with the magic show. We not finished. There's a material out there, it's called graphene. Graphene is a Nobel Prize winning material. The gentleman that discovered graphene back in 2004, Quintus, it was two scientists. They won the Nobel Prize in 2010 for physics. Now I want you to hear this. They got people that think I'm a fool for getting a product and putting this type of material inside of sanitary napkins for women. But they didn't understand something. They got to know this. No, I had to do this for women. You know why? Because here's what y'all don't know, or many people not paying attention to. There are about 600,000 hysterectomies that's done per year in the United States. The majority of them are African American.
Yeah.
It's a war on these women's wombs. You don't know the stories I've heard and I've getting from young girls in their 20s. They can't have kids now.
Wow.
Because the doctor couldn't figure out no solution but yanking this child's womb out. You're talking about the toxicity, right? I want you to hear this. People ask us all the time, y'all not going to do a tampon? No. A tampon is the worst thing a female can ever put in her body. And let me show you why.
Yes.
This is the Mind Crump 101. This doesn't take you to be a doctor or rocket scientist to figure this out. Do you all realize a tampon acts as a plug for something that was ordained to come out? Mm-hmm. Your cycle is a time of cleansing for you. It's supposed to cleanse. Now what's being done is the toxins are being locked in. You ready for this? Research, not the Mind Crump. Go look it up. Leading to things like miscarriages. You wonder why you can't hold them children. It's too toxic. Most women I already know, they use tampons for convenience. They're on the move, they're gone, tampon, no. One of the most damaging things a woman can put in her body. But hold on. I want you to see this. People ask, why you use graphene? Why did you put it in the pad? First of all, we've discovered that graphene helps with dysmenorrhea, painful abdominal cramps. But now, men, and just for the record, ladies, I got to say something to y'all. I got to do a commercial break real quick. I got to talk to the ladies for a second. I'm really heartbroken by a lot of y'all. Let me tell you why. Do y'all know we have more men that sell this product than women?
Wow.
One of the top dogs right there. We have more men that push this campaign and sell this product than women.
Wow. Here's
what breaks my heart with women. The first thing a woman would tell you when they see this product, oh, that was false. I don't need that. I'm a man. You know I don't need it. But let me tell you what breaks my heart. You mean to tell me you don't have no daughters?
That's right.
You have no little nieces?
Right.
No granddaughters? You mean to tell me you know some of the suffering you've been through? You want them to go through that? Here's what I want you all to understand. I am a man. And I don't want my daughters to go through that. I became passionate because the first thing I thought about was them. And then it began to spread to all other women. I don't want no woman to suffer unnecessarily.
That's right.
See, that's the selfish part. That's the part I don't get. And you all have experienced it. We haven't as men.
Right.
That's what's so heartbreaking. But hold on. I'm back from my commercial. Are y'all ready? Why graphene? It helps with dysmenorrhea, painful abdominal cramps. It helps with your metabolism. It helps with your immune system. Graphene is a 99.9% bacteria killer. Gets rid of that personal fragrance. Most people don't realize this. Graphene and bacteria can't coexist. A graphene atom has little flakes on the end of it, so whenever a bacteria atom tries to make its way in the vicinity of this graphene, it splices it in half.
Wow.
They're going to be using graphene to purify water. People don't understand all the elements that's coming with this material. It's known as the new super material and wonder material. That's what they're calling graphene.
Stronger still.
Right? You ready for this? Graphene also helps move heat away from the core. For all the elderly women, right? AKA hot flashes. It helps with these type of things, but graphene also contains what's called vibrational energy, a positive electron. I'm going to show you this. Watch this. Graphene, right? I want you to see this. Touch that strip for me. Are you electrocuted? Did it hurt you? You all right? We don't have to call an ambulance? No, I'm saying what you did for a reason. Everything good? I did that for a reason. I just set y'all up, right? So I had these beautiful young ladies on the front row to touch this. I'm about to take a 7-watt light bulb, right? 7 watt. So don't try to go home if you buy the product. That don't work. This doesn't work with a 40-watt light bulb or the ones you use in your house. This is a low wattage light bulb, and wherever this light bulb sets its energy, Dennis, guess what happens? It will illuminate. Wherever it identifies, your hands, literally, I can rub my hands in it and I can trigger this light bulb. It'll go off, right? But as you can see in my hand, I have it right now, so you know it ain't no tricks. It's not going off. Am I right or wrong? Right. Now, wherever it senses energy is going to illuminate.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Wow. Wow.
Now, here's what you can't ask me now. Well, it shocked me. You just touched it. I just told you I set you up. And you fell for it. So you can't ask me that no more. But let me show you what most people deal with, and here's the challenge with them. They don't realize that graphene is an energy source. People automatically assume energy with electricity. I'm going to prove to you that that's wrong. For example, have any of you guys ever heard of solar energy? Have any of you guys ever saw the little windmills? That's energy source. Have any of you guys saw the water by the dams and the rivers? That's an energy source. Electricity is not the only source of energy. Graphene is an energy source. There's a company right now, they're coming out with a brand new graphene phone charger where you won't need any plugs, any wires. It will fully charge your phone in 20 minutes. Right now, guys, if you don't believe me, you can go Google graphene info, and what you can do is you can actually become a subscriber where they keep you updated on all things. We've been featured in graphene info twice as a company. We were voted one of the top 10 most talked about companies in the world of graphene in 2019.
All right.
You ready for this? We are the only African American owned company in the world. Say it again. Only. In the world. But we were number 8, and here's what most people told me. I didn't pay attention to this, right? We were number 8 on the list, and our article that they wrote on us was in September. people's like, could you imagine if your article was written in January, you'd have been number one.
Yes, yes.
The reason why they base it on how many people viewed, came to, clicked on your article, and we were number 8 in the world of all the companies they report on after only being there for 2-3 months.
That's awesome.
It's showing you what's happening, right?
Phenomenal.
But I'm still not done. What color is this water right here?
Yellow.
Right?
I was thinking
I didn't do nothing wrong. This is a graphene strip out of our product.
Wow.
That's scary. Wow.
Oh, that's real.
I ain't never seen that. That's new. I ain't never seen that.
Actually, the water looked clearer than it was before she first put it. So what Letitia came up here and did that most of you guys didn't know, this was iodine she actually put in the water. To turn it the color that it came to. And look what the strip has been able to do. Listen to what I'm telling you guys. Listen to what I'm telling you. It's time to stop playing games. We have the most superior product on the planet.
Okay.
Not fighting with y'all. The evidence is there, and I want to say this to you, and I'm going to take some questions, Q&A, because I know some of y'all got stuff you want to know. I'm going to push this to the side for a second, because I want you to see this, and I want you to look at this right here. We have 5 variations. You have the white pack? Nobody has a white pack? The new white packs? You got a pack of the white ones? Throw it up here, dog, if you don't mind. I want y'all to see this. We got 5 variations of this product. Y'all never saw the new white pack? Oh my goodness. Oh, y'all gotta stop. We not playing. Y'all gotta stop playing. You ready? Hold on. I want you to see this. This is our panty liners, right? Most women wear these pretty much every day. We got women now that say they don't even know when their cycle coming anymore. Because the cramps and all that's gone. Because they don't deal with that. They're not dealing with the chemicalization. Right? This is our moderate flow pad. Whether your flow is moderate, kind of like. This is another thing. I'm talking to distributors out there now, even on Facebook. You guys got to learn, before y'all just always trying to sell people product, you got to ask a person, how is your flow? So you can know which product to give them. Because you don't want a person to have the wrong experience and now they're giving the company a bad name because a person have a super heavy flow and you gave them this pad. And you just trying to sell something real quick. Right? Watch this. This is our heavy flow pad. So for those people, just got a little heavier flow. This is the one for you. This is our super heavy. This thing long and wide.
The Black Panther.
The Black Panther. This is where it all ends, right here. In terms of absorbency on what you need. But then hold on. These just came in last week.
Woo!
This is our new panty liners with the wings. So this is like little mini, this is a mini pad now. This has absorbency in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's what y'all don't know about our products that most women use our product for. Most women use our product for incontinence.
Yes.
You know there's a lot of men that use our product for incontinence. Most men that have prostate issues and have prostate surgery, they deal with little leakages and things like that. And as men get older. So we have a lot of women and daughters that buy our products for their fathers and their husbands. Actually, we are considering rebranding the packaging for men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a man, I don't be walking around with this in my bag, man. Come on, man. But I want to have a package, something that looks nice and sleek for men that actually deals with incontinence. Same product, just repackage it for them. Because they're already using it, so we've been solving an incontinence issue as well, right? Get that to young ladies, because I want to keep it. I don't know what I'm get it. But here's what I want to say. Guys, we've taken a product that's on our website online for $6. That's what these pads cost. $6 per pack. Shame on you if you leave here without none for the person that invited you here. But here's ultimately what I want you to hear. This is important. On a $6 product, in 7 months of doing business, guys, we've done over $1.5 million in revenue. We are so happy, Dennis, for the results that women are receiving. It blesses my heart. Guys, y'all don't know. People see me in the airport that I don't know. People run up to me, oh, it's the pad man. They saw me on the video or something. I just want to tell you, pad man, your pad's so amazing, you blessed my life. I was in Walmart in Miami. I'm down in Miami in Walmart. I'm on, and it just so happened coincidentally, me and the lady we passing, I'm not on the aisle with the pads, it just so happened to be passing it, that was the aisle she was on. Oh my goodness, it's a pad man. I love your pads, I love the product, but here's the thing, that does my heart well. Because at the end of the day, that was the mission. See guys, I want you to understand, for us to know that people's marriages have been restored. There's a young lady out in North Carolina, this young lady used to bleed 20 days out of the month. No, seriously. She wasn't feeling sexy anymore, any of these things, and so her and her husband, they was having challenges. She shared all this with us. She said now using our product, her cycle has down for like 5 to 7 days. You know, Dina, man. What type of price tag you put on that? That young lady got her self-esteem back, and her and her husband are vibrant, man, and this was their testimony. Every business I've ever done in my life. And I've been an entrepreneur since 1994, growing up in the streets of New Orleans. I want you to hear this. Everything I've ever done, Mike, I did it for money. I ain't playing no games. I did it for money. I wasn't doing it to save the world.
Right.
It wasn't none of that. I got a wife and 4 kids at home that I got to feed. So I got to hustle to make it happen. It's the first time in my life I've ever done something and money taking a backseat. I never get tired of doing it. I never get tired of doing these demonstrations, because to be able to sow like that, that's a legacy that will remain forever for us to be able to do that for these women out there. On that note, the floor is open now for questions and answers, things you want to know, comments. Come on, let's go. Start shooting.
I was wondering, are you interested in doing pull-ups for seniors?
This young lady asked, are we interested in doing pull-ups for seniors? Well, guess what? You must be peeking at our window at the corporate office. We already have the samples in. We got them already. So we're working through that now, getting it in, working price points. But we got the samples for actually diapers for seniors with the absorbency and the graphene in them as well. So we got them in. Another angle we're looking at, just so y'all know as well, I didn't know this. I didn't know pets have cycles.
Yeah.
So you're going to see your little dog running around with a tube bag on. All in the mall with your dog. With your little bag. You're going to be in the bag too. We ain't playing. We ain't missing no money, bird. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How many pairs are in per package?
Yeah, you're going to say how many pairs are in per pack. You ready? Our panty liners, this one here, 30. And that one, that white one, 20. This one right here, 10, 8, 7. Now, I already know the next question. Before I get to the teacher. That ain't enough. I don't know where he think he going, trying to tell us them. Let me say something to you. Also, remember, you're not going to need to use as many.
That's right.
Our absorbency is phenomenal. We have women that have heavy cycles. I'm not saying it's the case for everybody. So I don't want you to, get a case and all that's what he took. No, we have women that have super heavy cycles that stay down. They don't even go through a whole pack of these on them.
And all of the packages are $6.
That's what they're online. Now the distributors that are here, you may get it from, they probably gonna sell it for a little more. Let me tell you why. Because you got shipping and taxes. So if you could get it from them right now for maybe $10, or you could be, well, I'm gonna go online and get it. Well, you're still gonna wait and you have to still pay the same amount of money.
Right.
So usually $10 is what most distributors sell them for, because there's shipping and taxes that they have to pay to get the product here from the corporate office. Letitia, yes ma'am, go ahead.
Yeah, just to say, piggyback what you just said, people are going to say that's not enough. Do we have 2 ladies in here for new people that haven't heard the amazing things that our product does. We have 2 ladies in here that will give a testimony.
2 right there, come on up. Come in the front of the room. Come on. Come on up here. Go ahead, floor, you're off. Let me get out the way.
Good evening. My name is Brenda Nash, and I use the product. You know, I'm at that age where I'm through. But my body had odor.
Okay.
And when I started using the Jewel pad, the odor started decreasing, had itching down there, and it was very uncomfortable. But all of that, and we're not saying that it'll work for everybody, but I have seen the helpfulness, the genuine product, how it works. And it works if you just use the product. Also, we had a gentleman that did a demonstration with the graphene in the shoes and showed how it gives you strength, energy, and how you can walk better and your feet is not as tired. And I can tell you, when I don't have that graphene in my shoe, I feel the difference. I'm like, oh, I didn't put it in these shoes, you know. But if you try it, it works. And I'm over 65, so, and I'm happy that you're coming out with the dip. I mean, that I have, it has lessened. I only use a pad a day, if that much. And now I started off with overnight. Now I'm down to the wings, the thin, the thin one. You know, that little thin one that you saw. The new one in the white package now. But I started with that. So if you use it, it works.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
I'm almost 49, and I said, when is this going to be over for me? Oh my God, I cannot take this anymore. I just want to say, someone introduced me to this product. It has literally changed my life. My husband is back there. I have a daughter, literally had to take off school, regurgitating. Like, she will just cramp like you would not believe. I'm watching, my husband is here. I really want him to come. But my testimony is, when I heard about it, I was like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that this product, I said, first of all, I don't like no network marketing. I don't like none of that. But let me at least try the product. When I tried this product, this is my sister, I was like, Phyllis. I said, let me just try it first. I don't never want to sell anything or talk to them unless I try it first. When I first tried it, the first month, when I tell y'all, I don't even know what little cramps is no more. I don't have cramps at all. I'm so excited about this product. I am so excited. Brought my sister into the business, and it has been life-changing. My daughter, like again, always crampy, sick, can't go to school, about to be 16. Literally, she's down and now she takes a little children Motrin. That is it. And she only takes it one time for the day. And my lying husband, that's why I brought you, because I wanted you to come on here. And I don't know what it is, when you live in a house with 2 females, you come on together.
Wow.
And I don't know why is that, but it just is. And I'm on at the same time. Now I'm just all chipper, and I'm all happy, and scot-free, you know, because we plan ladies, you know this, we plan everything around those cycles. Because you're like, you know, oh girl, you want to go? Oh no, I'm going to be on. I can't go on around here, you know. It has changed my life. So thank you. This is the best thing on the market. This is the best thing on the market.
I want to say this. Come on up, Dr. Sooney. Because I want to say this while Dr. Sooney is coming up. She mentioned about syncing. If you guys actually go to our campaign website, it's jfmj.org. The young lady that does our articles, she just did an article on syncing. That women that's around each other, that live together, their cycles eventually sync. Because like my mother-in-law, my wife, and her sister, they all used to have the cycles at the same time. They used to sync. Same thing was happening with my children, my 3 daughters. So they spoke about that. She spoke about that in the article, and that's our educational and awareness website. When we finish with the Q&A, I've got something I want to give to everybody before everyone leaves. But Dr. Suni, let me get out of your way.
Everybody that came up so far is on my team. But of course, I don't have a cycle anymore. I'm 71.
Wow.
But last week it was real slippery, snowy. You know, so I know ladies are looking at what they're doing down here or whatever. I slipped and went up in the air and hit the ground and popped my head and my back. Knocked myself clean cold out. Couldn't breathe or anything, right? So I was able to kind of get myself together because I was about 25 minutes from my home. I don't go to emergency rooms or anything like that, unfortunately, unless I'm all really broke up.
Okay.
And I was kind of broke up. But I got myself home and I had my daughter to meet me there. And so she's a therapist, so she was doing some stuff with me. And after she was done, I had her to take my, the
Graphene strip.
Yep. And tape it down the center of my back and my shoulders and neck.
Right.
And the next day, I could move about because the way I hit myself, and if I'm not careful, if I kind of make fast movements, I feel the inflammation come back. And then when I get home, I put the strips on my shoulder and in my back, and it just goes completely away. So I don't know, you know, when you did the whole disappearing act, I knew that somehow probably the inflammation that was building up was being taken away when I used the pad on my neck and my back where I fell. And it was really something. And if I even feel the headache coming on, I put it in the back of the nape of my neck, and then it goes away.
You know what? We had some Amish ladies yesterday, and now in the Amish community, they say they're using it for headaches. But they take the pad, they take the strip, or they take a panty liner, and they tape it to their head. This is what they tell me. And I'm like, y'all are finding all types of things. They actually told me this. One mother said that her daughter has been using the graphene strip. She's been cutting it up, and she's been taping it to her face for her acne, and it's been clearing her face up.
Wow.
This is all the things that we're being told in reference to what the product is doing. Now keep in mind, the product is designed to be a pad.
One more time.
So they do it. Okay, you got one more?
Yeah, one
Come
more
on,
testimonial. One more testimonial.
Well,
No.
come on.
Hold on. We gonna let them. We gotta let them.
Let both of them come on. Come on, both of y'all.
Oh, okay.
Come on up here, young lady.
Come on.
Wait, my brother. Come on, we got a man. This testimony not gonna get weird, huh? Okay, I'm about to say that. Hold on, bro.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Desiree. I'm currently, selling these right now. But I have met a CJ a brunch, a ladies' brunch, and she was telling us about it. But we'd be like, yeah, whatever. But when I came on the next month, I probably heard crying the first day, like, I can't take this. I need you to help me. So when she came, I got my pads or whatever. That following month, I literally bought my pads because I felt like in 30 minutes, I felt no pain. I didn't take any medicine. I didn't have to do any of those things that I used to do. I just got the pad, put the pads on, and in 30 minutes, I was texting her like, I feel great. How do I sign up? What's the website? How do I purchase everything? What do I need to do? Let me know all the details, because I'm down.
Wow.
Thank you.
Just good. That's good. Yes.
What you got for us, young brother? Go ahead, man. All right.
I suffer with the gout. I know some of y'all know about the gout. Thank you. But my queen over there brought me one of those pads. Put it on there. Rev back. 20 minutes.
That's what you do, man. Keep your arsenal up. No, guys, listen to what I'm saying. Look, that's why graphene is called a wonder material. Do y'all know NASA? Do y'all know NASA right now is using graphene in space?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do y'all know that there's graphene in the new Ford Mustangs? People don't know all of these type of things. Guys, I've actually saw the water filtration system that eventually they want to place all the piping around the United States and they want to use this to filter the water. It has so many wonderful advantages, you know, and now for us to put it in the sanitary napkin has been revolutionary and game changing. Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Well, graphene is actually stronger than steel.
Yes.
Wow.
200 times stronger. She's absolutely correct. It's 200 times stronger than steel. You got to do your research on it. That's why it's a wonderful material. It is the strongest material ever measured by scientists.
Get the stop.
That's the key. When you see graphene companies hitting that market, because it's going to be a lot of usages that's going to be taking place in terms of this material. Anybody else? Questions? Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to have a testimony.
Come on. Give it to us. Oh, y'all testifying. We have a church in this. I say, hold on, I'm going to give a testimony. I said, I wasn't going to do it, but I got to do it.
I got to do it. Hi, everybody. I'm Tracy. I was introduced to this product by Miss Phyllis. Miss Phyllis? Okay, y'all. All right. This is my situation. In October, I had to go to the emergency room because I was bleeding for 30 days straight. Okay? When I tell you that's the most miserable feeling a woman can feel, because it's not going to stop. They can't do anything about it. You can just sit there and let it happen. So, November, because I'm using this product, absolutely nothing. December, absolutely nothing. I was supposed to have surgery because I have a polyp.
Wow.
And I said, the devil is a lie. I'm going to pray about this. No bleeding, and I'm not having surgery.
Wow.
I am a testimony, and there's no way that I'm not going to educate each and every woman I possibly can.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
That's right. I have to, because we as black women, they do this to us.
Yeah.
On purpose. Okay? So that you cannot have kids.
Right.
So you cannot have a normal life.
Right.
So when I tell you I have a passion for this, because I done been through it, there's no way I'm going to let us and our next generation go through this.
Yeah.
So y'all get it together. Fight kids. Because we're talking about kids.
Right.
And I'm even talking about the older people as well. We got to fight. Stop sitting around saying what you're gonna do. Do it, because this is affecting our generation.
Yes.
They can't have kids at 20 years old. Are you serious? They're taking out our organs. You serious? Come on, y'all. Let's get it together.
All right. Listen, this is what I'm telling you, which is priceless. You can't put a price tag. You see why this is so much bigger than network marketing?
Yes.
Now, are y'all getting it now?
Yes. Got it.
See, because I live this all day, every day. That's how I'm able to stay focused. It's bigger than you thinking it's like anything else you've ever done with. No, you are literally being a part of something historical. Man, that's changing females' lives. You helping families. You know, you got to realize, that's why I saluted that brother, man. Guess what? Because I noticed, like, when all the women was in my house with cycles, man, I was going crazy. So you to be able to have that is a blessing, you know, and now you're restoring families back. Any other questions before we begin to wrap up? Yes, ma'am.
Any men here can testify, does it bring down the inflammation of prostate?
I don't.
tell you that.
Go ahead.
So my father was really sick one day, and he really don't get sick. So I was like, just put these pads on me. I'm not putting no pad on me or whatever. So I took the strips out, put them on his body, and he started feeling better. He told my mom, you know, I'm a joking house because I'm selling some, you know. So he told my mom he feel better. The next day I came in, he said, you got some of the panty liners? I gave him some panty liners. the next day he told my daughter and them, and he's grandkids, like, I put them on. They like, put them on where? He's like, where they supposed to be? He said, because it was making him feel so much better over his whole body that he was having, going to the bathroom a lot because his prostate was inflamed. And he said, so he was like, I wonder what this would do. He was just wondering what would it do. Well, he goes to the washroom about 8-9 times a day or whatever. He came home. I came home. He said, I went to the bathroom once today. All right. The next day he said it again. And so I told my customer to tell her husband. She was like, he'll put him in his shoes, but I know he ain't gonna put him in his drawers. But he can't go to the mall without finding out every single washroom before he get there because that's how much he goes. She told him about it. He said, I am putting him in my underwear, right? And she came back and said he had the same results. So it does help with an inflamed prostate.
Wow. Yes, sir.
I got a question for anybody that might know the answer to. I met a young lady. She was using she has the it's called Nexplanon or something. It's like, I guess the it's a birth control thing device.
Like an IUD?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they stick it up there.
That's the key for getting pregnant.
You said what? Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's a birth control. I don't know what it's called.
IUD.
It's IUD.
IUD?
Yes.
Okay. So the IUD was causing her to have like irregular periods and stuff like that. And she was wondering, will that help with that? I couldn't answer.
Well, let me say this to you. We can't ever make any claims. And we won't, because legally we'll put ourselves in jeopardy. So all we could ever do is she can use it. And then we can see